may not be the type of game that we thought it would be a few weeks ago. So good news for them is that I think the Bears have a tougher stretch after playing the Packers this week. The Bears have to go visit San Francisco on a Monday night that, I'll be honest with you, could be, I don't know what that's going to look like. When they visit San Francisco on that Monday night, San Francisco could have a shot at the 1 seed, on a Sunday night. They could have a shot at the 1 seed on that Sunday night. That's no joke, by the way. They could. And the Bears could have a shot at the 1 seed on that Sunday night, or a shot at maybe clinching the division, or needing it to stay out of a wild card spot with the Lions coming into their house to potentially sweep them, and they would have potentially the same record as the Bears. And they could eliminate the Bears from playoff contention if the Packers keep winning and the Niners beat the Bears. I mean, this thing could go any which way. But loose. Did you like that one?
Hey, yeah, good movie.
Oh, it could go any which way and loose.
Yeah.
Obviously without the orangutan.
Right turn,
and,
Clyde.
And Clint Eastwood.
Chicago's just stupid.
Joffrey Lewis.
Caleb and the Bears just absolutely spanked the Browns. You know, absolutely took them over there. And again, I don't want to hear, oh, it's the Browns. I don't want to hear it.
NFL team.
Yeah, but it's the Browns.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's an NFL team.
Exactly.
You think Shador's not trying to show up and show out against Caleb in Chicago in this defense?
Well,
You don't
hard when
think
they don't
Myles
give him the
Garrett-
right play sheet, though.
You don't think
yeah.
Myles Garrett?
Wow.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm
You
just
don't
saying.
think Myles Garrett wanted to set the sack record against Caleb Williams in Chicago?
Counting those game checks.
Dude,
Pay that man.
seriously. I don't want to hear it. The Bears may just turn out to be who we think they
I
are.
was just gonna say they are.
And they did not let the Browns off the hook,
They did what they were supposed to do.
which is beat them up.
Yeah.
Beat them up.
They stomped them
Get right. Get right. Oh, we lost to Green Bay. Guess what? We're going to get right. We're going to get back in first place, and then we're going to welcome the Packers into our house. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to beat the Browns 31-3. That's what we're going to do. I don't want to hear it. In this day and age where anything can happen, when 44-year-olds can come off the couch and almost win in Seattle, anything can happen in this league right now. Anything can happen. So you need to go take care of business and win by 28 points, your largest margin of victory in 5 years. And Ben Johnson now just came up with a 10-win season. The last time that happened was when another first-time head coach did it with Matt Nagy. The only other team to win 10 or more games in his first season with the Bears is named George Halas. How about that as a list? George Halas, Matt Nagy, and Ben Johnson. Go figure. But this was Caleb after the game about making a playoff push for the Bears.
Yeah, I think we're ready. I think we've played teams that have a bunch of wins. We play teams that don't. We've played close games. We played games where we've beaten teams by a lot. We've played, teams where we had to win with special teams, offense, defense, whatever case, running ball, whatever case. And so I feel that we're ready for just about anything, hot weather, cold weather, whatever the case may be. We're going to go out there and go out there and fight. I do know that, and I like our chances, us versus anybody.
Well, the antibody years, all three of them are currently in the top 8 of the NFC rankings, all three of them. So they're going to earn it. They're going to earn it. And what they did was they did go out in a game where it was, man, when they was playing in that cold, they was cold.
Yes,
that's
sir.
one of the coldest games on record in Chicago, which is saying a lot. Again, once upon a time, I lived in Chicago. My year I was at Northwestern. There was in my old car, I deactivated the alarm, which was like the old punch pad. I had an alarm where you had punch pad. You remember that? It would be wired to like the motor, and you'd have to punch the pad that would then allow you to turn the motor on. I cut the wires on that thing, and I will never forget watching my car towed down the street in a snowstorm in Chicago with that alarm going off because somehow, some way, the cold weather had fused the wires back together. So when you're saying this was as cold as it gets in Chicago for a Bears game, it's cold. And the Bears won that, and they won it by 28. They have been in the same way that Sean Payton's like, hey, man, we've been in these slugfests, so we're comfortable. Bears are feeling comfortable. And I know, Chris, prior to the season, one of your overreaction Monday subject matters was Caleb Williams throwing for 4,000 yards, right? First Bears quarterback to ever throw for 4,000 yards. That was, I think, one of the
early ones.
Preseason ones. I think this was in the summer. You popped that one up there. He needs to average.
How close are we?
283.3 passing yards per game in the final 3 to get to 4,000 yards.
All right, a little high register, but we can get there.
So, Bears are in the mix. They're in first going into the final 3 games of the year. Bears-Packers can flip the script or give the Bears some cushion going into San Francisco. Or the Bears lose it. They're in second place. And potentially just a game in front of the Lions, which they don't want to be because the Lions can just beat them in the final week of the season and leapfrog them wherever that may be. Atop the standings or, heaven forbid, for the Bears as the 7th seed. So the Bears can, with 3 weeks to go, have got the fan base, rightfully so, pumped up, okay?
Yeah, Adam didn't have any complaints this morning.
Which is wild.
Videos on Instagram.
Which is wild.
Yeah, exactly.
We all know that.
Yeah, Caleb's already eclipsed the last year's touchdown mark.
It's all working.
He's going to beat his passing yards. Again,
it's all working.
I wish he could complete a little fewer more passes.
Well, all he's got to do.
Let's get that in the mid-60s.
He better keep winning because right now, the Bears can finish as the 1 seed. They could finish as the 2 seed and winning the division. They can finish as a 7 seed in the wild card. Or they could just be out of it. And you could make the case that in the NFC, they have the toughest remaining schedule.
Oh, yeah.
Packers at home, Niners on the road, Lions at home, with the Lions potentially needing it to make the playoffs. Oh, man. 844-204-RICH, number to dial. We're here on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. Keep your career moving forward with growth opportunities, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces. Sounds like us. Go to careers.progressive.com and apply. Number to dial. Let's go to Chris in Riverside, California. What's up, Chris?
Riverside.
Hey, good morning, Rich. How are you today?
I'm hanging in there. What's on your mind?
Hey, well, first, I want happy holidays to you and the rest of the guys in the studio. I love listening to you guys every day. Hey, I'm a big Chargers fan from way back when they were in San Diego, and I just think that, I know you mentioned it earlier, that still believe that they are a, team to watch out for. Their defense is still doing good, but I still think between them and Jacksonville, those are the 2 teams I think a lot of the other folks are gonna really not want to face in the playoffs, and I want to get your thoughts on that. And I got one little disagreement.
Yes,
I am not gonna miss the Chiefs in the playoffs this year.
No. Hey, listen, I would expect a Charger fan to push back on that since that I threw out there. Exactly. Cowboys would never cry at the loss of an Eagle fan. Man, I still want you to send a positivity rabbit to Karl Anthony Towns.
We killed that rabbit.
Me too.
Cats in Vegas, though, for the Cup game on Tuesday night.
Right. That's a fun matchup.
It is indeed, certainly with Wemby back. That, by the way, thanks for the call, Chris. That Wemby Spurs versus Oklahoma City Thunder game was a dynamite Saturday game. But we digress. Listen, he left out the Texans, too, and the Texans play the Chargers in 2 weeks. Chargers are next for the Cowboys. Look out, man. The Chargers are really good. Really, really good. And Justin Herbert, how about him with a broken left hand, taking the tied for the most sacks he's ever had in a 2-game stretch of his career. And the other 2-game stretch that he also suffered 11 sacks in was weeks 9 and 10 of this season, when he had a left hand that wasn't just freshly surgically repaired. He's exactly the type of guy that is the avatar for Harbaugh. Throws it, plays with abandon, loves his teammates, It's easy to follow. You know, God, find someone in your life who loves you as much as Jim Harbaugh loves this guy. You know, and Omarion Hampton is back with Imani Vidal. Yep. He can run it. Defensively, they got a bunch of guys that just lay the wood on you. Man, they were hitting some people in Kansas City yesterday, including Jefferson, who got the gate. He moved on out, that Jefferson. And they just make all these picks. Henley's that was an incredible interception as well. Derwin James wrapping the season up, the one who grabbed the Gardner Minshew pass. And you look at the Chargers in the AFC right now, and I just went higher register, but you have to see them. If they're a wild card team and the Jaguars pop down in the wild card, that would move them down a peg. You know, we'll talk about the AFC South shortly. But if you look at the AFC standings right now, the Broncos are on top with 12 wins, but there's the Chargers with 10. If they just get the Broncos to slip up once in the next 2 games, they just root for the Jaguars here in Los Angeles and get the Broncos to slip up once, and then the Jaguars can get in what the Chargers would need, because they can't be tied for Jacksonville, which has, and we'll lay out their case later on. But you look at just get one win one loss out of Denver, either to Pittsburgh, to Jacksonville at home, or, can Gardner Minshew? I know the Chargers were counting on Mahomes needing that game to make the playoffs as a wild card and being healthy for that Christmas game on Amazon on Christmas night. But if they can get one win out of those two, and they beat Dallas, they beat their Texas-based teams, they beat Dallas and Houston back-to-back, they would go into Denver as a chance to win the division. Woo. And then potentially the 1 seed, depending on other results. That's real right now for the Los Angeles Chargers. That's real. And they could do it. Can you imagine?